When everything gets quiet right before your breakthrough or right before you will receive your manifestation, and why most people ruin it or self-sabotage or push their manifestation away right at this moment. So nobody wants to talk about the quiet part of manifestation, especially if you're somebody that is used to pushing, clawing, fighting to receive your desires. Learning a new way to operate in manifestation, in living this way, can be disorienting. It can be challenging and it can be really, I'm like, what's the opposite of easy? It can be really difficult, right? You're doing the healing, you're regulating your nervous system, you're open, and suddenly everything gets really calm. And it's like, oh shit, what's happening? And most women tend to start to panic here because it can feel like nothing's happening. It can feel like I'm stagnant or like I should be doing something, right? Like I hear that a lot. It's like, Ashley, I feel like I should be doing something. And it's like, no, this is the moment where that is not the case, right? So I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So know that like you're not alone in this. This happens to everybody when you're used to the struggle. You're used to having to push and hustle and work really hard for your desires. Learning to accept where you're at in the calmness, in the right before. It's almost like what I just saw was like right before a twister, a tornado comes through, it'll be like really calm. Or, like like a hurricane. So I've watched a lot of videos of like people getting ready for hurricanes and stuff like that. And it's like eerily quiet and calm before it comes. And that's basically what happens, right? So the quiet is not a void, it's integration. It's when your system finally stabilizes, you're in the embodiment of the version of you that has the things that you desire. It's like reality slows down. It's not that the world pauses, but it can feel like that. Everything slows down. And it's not like, I'm just getting a lot of visuals. And it's like, just give me one, please. I just want to pick one. But it's like everything slows down so that your desire can come in peacefully. So it's not like disruptive. It's calm because that's the version of you that you're embodying. Okay. So what tends to happen is when you're not used to calm, when you're not used to peace, when you're not used to things coming with ease, this period will be, I don't want to say scary, but it can be scary. It can also be frustrating, right? And then what happens is you feel the frustration and then you get pulled out of the energy of being the version of you that has the thing. And that creates self-sabotage. Ways that you might self-sabotage when the quiet happens is, and this one is, it's just funny to me because I did it for a long time. It's like stirring up drama to be able to feel something, to feel the urgency, to feel the excitement, to feel like you're doing something in order to receive. And another way is questioning if you're doing enough. And this will pull you back into the not having enough and it like pushes your desires away. Looking for problems to solve. This is another one where it's like, I'm bored. I am not used to, I'm not used to life feeling this good. I'm not used to receiving in a state of ease and calm and peace. And it's like, I need to be doing something, right? Like I hear that so much. It's like, I need to be doing something. I need to be solving a problem. I need to be working hard, reopening wounds that were healing perfectly fine. This is something that I did a lot where it's like, oh, I'm, I find a problem to solve and then I'm like, well, why am I like this? And it's like I want to go back into like doing a bunch of self-help work, even though it's not necessary, it's not needed. It's just like need having that, I was gonna say desire, but it's not even a desire. It's having that coping mechanism where just leaning back and receiving feels unsafe. And so it's like doing these things creates problems, creates separation between you and your desire. We all do this. When you get to this place of noticing, it becomes easier and easier to, I was going to say stop it, to just like stop it. But it becomes easier to shift this, right? And why do we want to shift it? We want to shift it because we don't want to continue to receive from a place of chaos or feeling like we need to work really hard for our desires. And so, if you're doing these things, yes, you probably will still receive, but it'll come at a cost. It'll come and the cost is your peace. It'll come with a lack of security, with a lack of like staying power. Why does it feel so uncomfortable when we're in this pause? It's like your nervous system has not regulated around life feeling easeful and peaceful. And it can be dysregulating, right? Peace can also feel too easy. It can feel like I'm not doing enough. And what happens is your brain interprets that as not being safe. Receiving from a place of ease, from a place of security and safety can feel foreign. It can feel like I'm not doing this right. Or something else that I hear is like, if something comes so easy, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like it can't actually be that good. And in these moments, you don't necessarily have to do a ton of work, like regulate your nervous system, spend time every day breathing, like focusing on your breath, dropping into your body, being present with yourself. And that will be enough to just like stop it, stop it. So, how do you know if you're in this breakthrough quiet? How do you know that you're in this phase of receiving or like right before the quiet before the storm is what I keep hearing? The biggest word that comes to me is like feeling disoriented, not in a bad way. For me, it can feel like something is missing, but not in a bad way, right? Like something negative is missing. Like I don't feel as urgent. I don't feel as like pulled out of my body, feeling like I'm doing less. And it's like my brain goes to, oh, I need to be doing more. And it's like, no, no, I'm in this phase of receiving, of like the lean back, right? Feeling done. Like this is it's like having this moment of being like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna lean back and see what happens. Stuff that starts to happen is like situations will start to resolve themselves without me doing anything. Opportunities start showing up without any warning, really seemingly out of nowhere. This can include people, jobs, money, all of the things where it's like, oh, like here's a path. Here's something that is unexpected. It usually feels very unexpected. Feeling deeply neutral about things where it's like it doesn't matter how it shows up, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like if you're dating or if you're calling in the person that you will date, it's like, oh, I'll just go on dating apps or I don't, like I don't care how I meet the person. It's just this feeling and this sense of like trust, I think is the deepest thing. So what to do when you're in this phase? What to do when you're in this calm before the storm? Remind yourself not to create chaos. When I feel myself wanting to create chaos, I have to remind myself like it is safe to be at peace. It is safe to be in this place of rest, of nourishment, of I hate cliche terms, but like self-care. Don't abandon your peace. Stay in your body. When I first started doing this work, I would set a timer of like 60 seconds, 90 seconds to just sit and breathe and feel the sensations in my body. Allow yourself to start to trust the slowness and learn to enjoy it, which takes practice, right? Like, I'm not saying that these things come naturally or easily, but the more that you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more that it becomes like second nature. Allow yourself to keep receiving. And it's like, okay, so how do I do that? anytime, like even like my favorite thing to share is I had this client one time and she was like, um, she was a client for a long time, but when we first started working together, I remember her being like, anytime that I find like even a penny, I pick it up and I'm so grateful for it. And it's like, how many times do things like that happen where you see loose change and you're like, it's a quarter, like, meh. But like really receiving it is having gratitude, is like allowing your senses to be like, wow, I am supported, I am taken care of. Because that being in that state allows more for you to be grateful for to show up, right? So keep receiving. It's like just remind yourself that this is part of the process. This is part of repatterning. This is part of learning to receive in a new way. I want to end with a reminder that the quiet is not the end, it is the beginning. It is the calm before the storm. And it's not that the storm is like a storm, it's like celebration. It is your desires coming through with greater intensity. And your breakthrough is already in motion. The things that you desire are already on their way to you. You're just becoming the version of you who can receive it and hold it. And if things feel still, it's because the universe is aligning around your new self. Don't rush it, let it arrive. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below.